How you guys doing out there today? You're watching Shadow's Boxing. We're recapping Ryan Garcia versus Devon Haney. Stay tuned. Alright, so how you guys doing out there today? I hope you guys enjoyed the fight Saturday night, 420. As you can see, Ryan Garcia dominated in a real fashion. You know, he went out there and set it off in the first round with that left hook. Devon Haney thought he was going to set out that jab. Ryan Garcia had different plans, you guys. Ryan Garcia goes and bets on himself. Also pulls off $12 million off of this fight, off a bet on himself. I'm telling you guys right now, if you are hearing me, Ryan Garcia knew what he was doing. He went out there heavy. He was not planning on hitting weight, you guys, at all. He knew Devon Haney was going to struggle at 140. He knew Devon Haney always had problems making 135 to 140. So Ryan Garcia comes in heavy. He also does not have a weight clause in the contract, so he comes in probably about 165, 170 pounds in that fight, while Devon Haney was able to reclause probably about 160, 165, but after draining himself down to 140, as you can see on the scale, Devon Haney looked so dry and so sucked up, and Ryan Garcia looked healthy. We all knew it wasn't a beer. We all knew there was some type of water supplement up in that bottle. We knew he was just playing people out there. He went out there Saturday night, people, and dominated Devon Haney. The first left hook in the first round set it off. And then after that, it was it. I'm telling you guys right now, if there is a rematch, which I doubt there will be, but if there is, Ryan Garcia is just going to hurt him. I don't see Devon Haney coming back to the ring anytime soon. The pros are talking about how he should stay out. Robert Garcia, Tim Bradley, Teddy Atlas, Paul Malignaggi, they all want Devon Haney and saying Devon Haney should be out of the ring for at least 1 year before he returns. Now, Devon Haney just posted a video on how they were celebrating about still the champion. Devon Haney, I'm sorry, but you are not the champion no more. You took your loss that night. You have to give up the belt. Ryan Garcia might not get the belt, but you have to get that belt up. You guys can rematch hopefully in the next year or so and maybe fight for that belt back, but I don't see Ryan Garcia even giving you a chance. He dominated you that night. He knew what he was doing. He knew he was going to come in heavy. He knew you were going to struggle. He did exactly to you what Gervonta Tank Davis did to him. He knew what he was doing, and you guys should have had a weight clause in that contract to keep Ryan Garcia at bay, but you didn't, and your dad hyped you up to think that you can go out there and beat Ryan Garcia at his game, fight Ryan Garcia in the middle of the ring. I think not, people. I don't think so. Devon Haney made a mistake. Now, Devon Haney would have worked behind that jab, even though he got caught by that left hook in the first round. Okay, he would have been able to work behind that jab, stayed moving the whole fight. Instead of standing in the middle and fighting Ryan Garcia, it probably would have been a different fight. But Devon Haney got off his game plan. We know he's not a fighter. We know he's not a brawler. We know he's a boxer. He's not a phone booth fighter. So why was he trying to go toe-to-toe with Ryan Garcia in the middle of the ring? We do not know. We know Ryan Garcia was going to win that fight. We know he was going to dominate him. He came in way bigger than Devon Haney. Devon Haney looked skinny and small compared to Ryan Garcia. And Ryan Garcia goes into press conference after the fight talking about how he smoked 420 and drank the whole time through training camp, and it showed. That's what I'm saying. It showed. Ryan Garcia, I cannot believe, pulled off a decision in the 12th round. That fight should have been stopped a long time ago. Ryan should have won in a knockout, but the referee, he did a bad job that night. He had a hard time breaking the fight up. Took him forever to break up them two, so he gave Devon Haney plenty of chances to survive, which he did, which kind of made it worse because Ryan Garcia just put the pounding on him for 12 rounds, you guys. Now, you got to remember, from round 1 all the way to round 12, Ryan just put the beating on him. Now, that is a lot of punishment one fighter can take in one night. And if he returns back to the ring soon, I don't think we're going to see the same Devon Haney. I think the Devon Haney that you guys knew him as, that we knew him as, that champion, is done. You know, he was beating, just like Tim Bradley said, he was beating people that was older than him. Everybody he was dominating was older than him. You know, Regis was older. They were all older. Ryan Garcia was in his prime. You should never have taken that fight against Ryan Garcia. Once he weighed in heavy, you should have called it and then postponed it for another 6 months or whatever, and made Ryan look stupid, and then made him go back and work even harder to try to make his name back, to get back in the fight you. But you took that fight, and Ryan Garcia just put it on you, and he looked good that night, you guys. He had the crowd pumping, you know what I mean? But it's bad for boxing. I'm telling you guys right now, and if you're new to this channel, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, because it is bad for boxing. What Ryan Garcia did that night, I'm not going to lie, kudos to the win, but it's bad for boxing because he showed that you can party the whole training camp, and it doesn't even matter about the bout, the championship bout. All it matters about is the payout. You know, Ryan Garcia went and betted on himself, and his payout was $12 million. So he did not care to pay the $1.5 million for missing the 3 pounds. His payout for betting on himself was $12 million. You can look it up. Trust me, you'll see Ryan Garcia pulled a $12 million bet off himself on that fight, you guys. And he knew what he was doing. Now, who's next? I don't know. Who's in line next? I don't know. Maybe Pitbull Cruz. Maybe Gervonta Tank Davis after the fight Gervonta has, if Gervonta wins. But I don't think Gervonta Tank Davis will fight Ryan Garcia at 140 pounds. I think Gervonta will only fight Ryan at 135, and we know Ryan's not going back down to 135 to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. We know he's not going to let him do that again, so I don't think we're going to see a Gervonta versus Ryan rematch ever in the making, because the fact that Gervonta Tank Davis is not going to fight 140-pound Ryan Garcia. He's already said it at the last fight when they faced each other that he would not face 140-pound Ryan Garcia. He would be too big. That would just be stupid for his contract. So I think we're going to see a Ryan versus Pitbull Cruz. Rolly Romero pulled a retirement. He's out on the beach somewhere chilling, so we're not going to see Ryan versus Rolly Romero. Maybe we can see Ryan Garcia versus Defino Lopez. If you guys like that matchup, maybe you can throw the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to leave a comment. Also, just show your love, because if you want Defino versus Ryan Garcia, now that's going to be a good fight. But I also feel like Ryan will knock Defino Lopez out too, because Ryan seems to have great night fights against short boxers. So fighters that are smaller, Ryan seems to dominate. Fighters that are the same size, he seems to have a problem with. Now, if he didn't get sucked up so dry against Gervonta Tank Davis, I don't think we would have seen that fight end the way it did. So I'm not going to really give Gervonta any kudos to him winning that fight that night, because Ryan was sucked up dry. There was a weight clause of only, rehydration clause of only 6 pounds, you know, so Gervonta knew what he was doing. But Ryan Garcia, thumbs up. The win is there. Like I told everybody, I knew you were going to go out there and win that fight that night. I knew you were going to go out there and upset the world. I knew you were going to do what you did. I knew it. I even told everybody that on my last video. I kept posting and telling people Ryan is going to run through Devon Haney. I told people out there that Ryan is going to dominate the night, and he did. He did exactly what I said he was going to do. And kudos to him. Too bad he doesn't have the bout. It would be better if he had the bout. But, you know, it was just a great night for boxing for the Golden Boy. So we'll see if Ryan still has his coach in his corner after partying the whole training camp and admitting to it. You know, I don't think he wants anything to do with that type of lifestyle that Ryan's living, the way he wants to train. So we'll see. Derek James might just move on, you know. He might just move on and say, I'm done with all that drama, all that BS that was going on through that training camp. So here we go, you guys. Another one. Next fight coming up, we got the Nate Diaz versus Jorge Masvidal. We all know that one's going to be a shit show. And then we got, right before that, we got the heavyweights. We got Usyk versus Tyson Fury. You know, I'm going for Usyk on that one because Usyk's the underdog. I'm hoping he can pull it off, but I doubt it. Tyson Fury might come in and do what he does best and dominate the night. So we'll see, you guys. We got some big fights coming up. You know, I just wanted to let everybody know I told you guys so. I told everybody that was subscribing to my channel and talking to my channel, looking at my video, I told everybody out there Ryan Garcia was going to dominate this fight, and they didn't believe me. They thought there was another Floyd Mayweather, and sorry, you guys, there can never be another Floyd. Ryan just dominated him. So thank you guys for watching the channel, and don't forget to show your boy some love. This is Shiloh Boxing. You guys stay safe, and God bless you guys, and let's get ready for Tyson Fury, you guys. We got Canelo. Yeah, Canelo March 5th, you guys, so, or May 5th. So let's go, Canelo. So let's see if Canelo can pull this one off, and then we got Tyson Fury. So all right, you guys, thank you. Peace.